Have you ever wondered what the difference is that makes the difference between the few who are successful in life versus the masses who want to be successful? Whether it's in the sports world, whether it's in the business world, whether it's in your personal life, I want to share with you the simple techniques, tools that you have access to that can help you. So, are you one of the people who believes that there's a magic potion, lotion, or even a pill, or even a magic button that only the privileged have access to bring them their success? Let me burst your bubble. My name is Shiraz Mirza. I'm a personal development coach, I'm a motivational keynote speaker, and I'm also a master NLP practitioner. I like to help people change their mindsets. And with that, with my rose-tinted glasses, I do like to see myself as Morpheus from the Matrix, unplugging people from their current conditioning, their current thinking. So, let me be clear on my definition of success. See, success is not all about how much money you have, how big a business you've grown, what titles you have, what letters you have after your name. All those things are great. But you see, if you have those, but you don't have this, the thing that liking what you do, liking how you do it, liking why you do it, then really you don't have that inner fulfillment, you have this conflict. So Anthony Robbins says, success without fulfillment is ultimate failure. When the internal feelings do not connect with what you have externally, then you are not fulfilled. Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, allows people to access the internal tools they have to bring about the results that they want in their lives. And guess what? These are the tools that you have access to just as well. So it's all down to how we communicate and how we think. So if you fine-tune these, you can fine-tune the results that you get. I've got a quick story for you, just to put this into perspective. There's a story I read about a young lion, and he was going out on his first day hunting. Now, he was motivated, he was inspired, he was enthusiastic, he had the energy flowing through him. He knew he wanted to be this alpha male. He saw his dad doing this, so he went out hunting, wanting to get a gazelle for himself to prove he was finally a man. Along his way through the Serengeti, he came across a couple of hyenas. Hyenas, in a curious way, said, "Where are you going?" He said, "Well, I'm going out hunting for gazelles." Now the hyenas straight away scoffed at him. They laughed at him and said, "What, really? You? By yourself? Where's your army? You're not going to do this by yourself. You're too young, you're too inexperienced. You've got no chance. You've got between no hope and Bob hope, my friend." So the cub's motivation at this stage had sort of died down, as you can imagine, and he sort of went along his way through the Serengeti, but he started believing what the hyenas were saying. He took their opinions on board. His motivation, his drive wasn't there anymore. So, as you can imagine, he came home empty-handed that day. So the next day he woke up again and said, just brushed it off his shoulders and said, right, I need to go out again. Now along his way this time he came across a wise baboon. Wise baboon, and again, in a curious way, said, "Where are you going, my friend?" The cub, in a kind of not as enthusiastic way, said, "I'm going out hunting for gazelles." And straight away the baboon responded, "Wow, that's amazing. You know what? I feel sorry for any gazelle that's going to be out there today, because with your youth, athleticism, your speed, agility, you're going to run circles around them. You are going to be amazing." So with this new affirmation now, he began to start thinking, I can do this. And guess what? He came back with a gazelle. Now, do you know when you communicate, 7% is down to your words, 38% is down to your tonality, speed, volume, enthusiasm, dullness. Now 55% is down to your body language. So I now understand why I used to get the funny looks from my wife when I would roll my eyes. I'd be communicating without saying a single word. So, I am the greatest. It was said before I knew I was. I figured out if I said it enough, I would convince the world that I really was the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. That was, and probably still is, the claim of Muhammad Ali. Now in 1964, before his famous fight with Sonny Liston, Ali was laughed at by the press. Nobody actually laughed at him afterwards, after he won. Later he started predicting the rounds in which he'd knock out his opponent. Now as we know, winners win because they expect to win. Ali didn't have a crystal ball. He had the power of affirmation. He affirmed, I am the greatest. Not, I'm one of the greatest. Not, I'm close to being great. Not even in a year I'll be great. He stated his greatness boldly, in the present, without a disclaimer. The subconscious mind only understands the present. So let me ask you, my friend, how do you define yourself when you're asked, how are you? Do you define yourself as, I'm okay, I'm pretty good, I'm getting by, well, another day, another dollar? Just think about the way that you express yourself when you are communicating, but more importantly, when you're communicating with yourself. Is it in a positive way? Does it empower you, or does it disempower you? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. These are the things that if you can understand and you can start to fine-tune what you're actually doing, you will bring about the difference in what you're wanting to achieve. So, Muhammad Ali, as you can imagine, I'm a great fan of his. Do you see the word as a declaration when you say impossible, or as a dare and say I'm possible? Very, very small play on words, but here's Muhammad Ali's quote. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in a world that's been given to them rather than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. You, my friend, are metaphorically going to have hyenas in your life. You're also going to have baboons in your life. So it's for you to understand who are the people in your life that empower you, that make you believe, that make you understand there is more to you, that help you achieve your personal bests. And who are the people that demotivate you, demoralize you, bring you down. These are the things I would like for you to start looking in. Who are these people in your life? Do they help you or do they not? But more importantly, key element is your own words, your own thinking, your own communication. Do you empower yourself with the words that you say, or do you disempower yourself? This is simply what successful people do. They have mastered the art of understanding their communication and their thinking, and that they have the control to control what it is that they're wanting to achieve. If they're wanting to achieve a mediocre lifestyle, then they talk to themselves in that same manner. If they are wanting to be more, do more, have more, then their communication and their thinking is going to be different. There is nothing stopping you from doing exactly the same. So go out there and do it.